We've already mentioned how important communication is to the successful completion of a project here in Asana. Comments were used with individual tasks to ensure that we were communicating with other team members. But there are other tools we need to explore here in Asana that relate to a team or a group of people working on a project. So if you've been following along with me working on the office relocation of HR to the first floor project, you'll notice the team name is Office Relocation. We'll start with sending out a message to all team members, whether they're all involved in the project or not. So it's not specific to any project. When we go to the ellipses here next to the name of the team, click that and choose Send a Message via Email. Now, clicking this is just going to display information, the email address that we will use in our email application to send out messages to the entire team. So this might be one we would add to our contacts, for example. Clicking this will open up our default email application in our browser, for me, in Outlook, and automatically start the new email that will go to this address. This address will include all team members and will not be specific to any given project. So that's an option, but let's close this up. You might want to work with team members on a project and communicate using messages with them. In that case, you go to the specific project, like Relocate HR to First Floor, and up at the top, you'll see one of the views is Messages. Click Messages, and it will take you to a screen where you'll see existing messages, if there are any, or you'll see this, Send Messages to Members, if there are none. Notice that down below, we can send a message to do things like kick off a project or discuss various tasks, brainstorm ideas. Notice also we have that email address showing up down below that we can use to send to the group of people working on this project. So it's a little different from the team members because not all team members might be working on this project. This will automatically be used to send out email messages, but we can have a conversation going on right here in the messages section of our project. Just click where it says Send Messages to Members. First step will be to add a subject. We'll click up here where it says Add Subject. How about Deadline for Project Completion? It's going to go to the group of people, Relocate HR to First Floor. Click down below, and this is where we type in our message. Hi all, just a reminder that this project should wrap up by December 31. Now I can do other things in here. For example, if I go down below, you'll see some icons to format this if I want to make it look nicer. I can mention people like we did with comments earlier using the @ sign. We can use emojis and even attach files if we wanted to. I'm not going to do any of those. I'm just going to press enter and type in thank you, David, and click send. Now, when I do this, notifications are going out to everybody that's working on this project. You can see that it was sent. People will be able to go to their inboxes to see that, but also they can go to the project here and click messages to go down and view the entire conversation. So someone else might be looking at this. They can like my comment. They can reply to my message if they wanted to. For example, if I go down to another project, the company picnic, and click there, you can see when we click messages, a conversation was started earlier. So this was sent out by me. You can see Jennifer Belladonna replied, even attached a file that we can click to download. There's the like button that was used. She liked my comment. We have an entire conversation going on here based on this project using messages. At any time when we go to the inbox, of course, we'll see all the notifications and messages going back and forth, even send messages from here if we wanted to, with activity showing up. So lots of ways to communicate with teams and team members working on a project to ensure that you'll successfully complete your projects in a timely fashion, all done from within Asana.